Lights for the Journey by Pastor Ray Jones. Purpose ignites passion. For the reason I remind you to fan into fame the gift of God, which is in you through the lying on of my hands. For the Spirit God gives us does not make us timid, but give us power, love, and self-discipline. Also, Paul's words to Timothy are a call to action, an encouragement to remain engaged in the work of God with passion and boldness. God has equipped each of us with gifts and purpose, but we are responsible for keeping those gifts alive and active. The flame symbolizes passion, which must be intentionally cultivated through faith, prayer, and obedience. God has already given us everything we need to walk in purpose. Spirit provides power, love, and discipline. The question is, are we willing to engage fully and fan that flame? God has placed something unique within each of us, a gift, a calling, a purpose. It's not random or accidental, but intentional and specific to who you are. Yet purpose does not operate on autopilot. It requires passion, effort, and engagement. That's why Paul told Timothy to fan into flame the gift of God. The gift is already there, but the fire requires tending. So the question becomes, Pastor Ray, what happens when we don't engage or fan the flame? When we ignore our purpose or become passive about it, the flame dims. Fear, doubt, and distraction can creep in, making us feel unqualified or overwhelmed. However, 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 reminds us that God's Spirit is not one of fear or timidness, but one of power, love, and self-discipline. These are the tools we need to keep our passion alive and our purpose clear. Like a fire, passion fades when left unattended. Maybe you've experienced seasons where the work God has called you to felt draining or heavy. This happens when you lose sight of why we started, or when we operate out of our own strength instead of relying on God. Passion is not constant, but the Spirit of God is. And when we seek Him, He faithfully restores the fire within us. The relevant question on this Wednesday afternoon becomes, how do we stay engaged? Commit to obedience. The purpose often unfolds step by step. When we obey God in the small things, He reveals the bigger picture. Think of Peter, who dropped his nets to follow Jesus. He didn't fully understand his calling yet, but his obedience ignited his purpose. Feed the flame. Staying connected to God through prayer and His Word is essential. Just as a fire needs fuel, our spiritual lives need nourishment. Time with God reignites passion for the work He has called us to do. It's on the impact. Your purpose isn't just about you, it's about the people God has called you to reach. Passion grows when we remember that our work has eternal significance. Disencouragement. The enemy will try to extinguish your fire through doubt, fear, or distractions. Push back by declaring God's promises over your life. Stand surrounded by who God has ordained, and most importantly, stand connected to Him. God's calling on your life is too important to leave on the back burner. Purpose is the why behind your existence, and passion is the energy that propels you forward. Engage with your calling fully, knowing that God has already equipped you for the work ahead. And while the work may not be easy, when operating in and through your purpose, you will find yourself joyous and fulfilled. In other words, today, I want you to leave this post having some fire for your assignment. Because while everyone's assignment isn't regulated to the pulpit or even just the four walls of the sanctuary, we all have an assignment. Here for the assignment. Tend the flame daily. Purpose requires consistency. Spend time with God every day to keep the fire alive. Psalms 63:1. Push past fear. Don't let fear stop you from stepping into your calling. Trust that God's Spirit gives you boldness. 2 Timothy 1:7. Start where you are. You don't have to have it all figured out. Start with what God has placed in front of you. Proverbs 3:5-6. Stay focused. Avoid distractions that pull you away from your purpose. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Hebrews 12, verses 1-2. Encourage others. Passion grows when we serve and inspire others in their purpose. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11. Your purpose is God's gift to you, and passion is how you steward it. Fan the flame daily by staying connected to God, trusting His Spirit, and walking in obedience. The journey may not always be easy, but with God's power and love, you can keep the fire burning and fulfill the assignment He's given you. Walk in it knowing that God has not given you the spirit of fear.